Welcome to the Los Angeles Open, being held 2019 at the Long Beach Convention Center, Long Beach, California. This is the women's singles finals. Both ladies are from California, from the Bay Area, actually both from Milpitas, California. With her back to the camera and closest to us, we have Wen-Ting Jia. And her opponent today is last year's finalist and the previous year's winner of the LA Open women's singles, Ruini Lee, 26 from Milpitas, California. These two ladies are not practice partners, but they both play in the same area, so this is competition. This is best of 7 match. Ruini Lee to serve. My commentary partner is Jack. Introduce yourself, Jack.
All right. Hello, everyone. Jack McCarthy. So we have two ladies right here that are normally in the semifinals or finals. We have Wen-Ting Jia, who's I don't know if she's graduated recently or she might still be playing for Texas Wesleyan. And she plays for the college team at that school. Was a finalist this year in the college nationals. As you were saying earlier, Ruini Lee, the 2017 champion and 2018 runner-up.
I'm Thomas Hiley, by the way. This is my first time doing commentary, if you can't tell.
An unfortunate event for Jia Wen-Ting. Got the pop-up she wanted from the serve. Unfortunately, just clipped the net to go out. We have Jia Wen-Ting, left-hander.
I just noticed you pronounced the names as if they were Chinese, so last name first.
Is a little bit more comfortable for me. Wen-Ting Jia, Jia Wen-Ting, Ma Long, Ma Lin. Actually, it's kind of an interesting discussion because there's actually something in so like the Japanese in international tournaments, sometimes the first name is actually first.
Yes.
And they recently have done something, I think within the Japanese government or Olympic Committee or something like that, where they actually want that to be changed. They want, for Japanese as well, they want the last name to come first, much like Chinese and many other Chinese countries or names. Failed attempt at a strawberry after a long, short game rally.
That was a long, short one. A long, short rally.
Once again, it's always difficult for right-handers to adjust to playing lefties. Sometimes they forget that they're playing a left-hander and graciously put it to the forehand side.
If you don't know your table, please come to control desk.
Somewhat at an advantage being a left-handed player in sports such as this. They face right-handed players all the time, and right-handed players don't face lefties as often, so it's a bit of an advantage.
23-50. finals. Big Gosh Sahu versus Derek Fan. Please check in.
7-7 in this first game of a best of 7.
Zhao Wenting going with a heavy side spin down the line serve, setting her up for a good third ball kill.
Oh, she didn't miss that put away. Nice angle.
It's a very good job at mixing up her serve. She throws basically the very first serve she gets out of those two, going long and spinning to the backhand, long and fast. And then the next one, complete opposite, off the table to this forehand side of Ruini Lee.
Game point, 7-10, first game. Good effort on the backhand to try to counter that game point, but not successful.
Once again, Zhao Wenting was able to get a good opener with the forehand, which kind of leaves Ruini
On a defensive posture.
pretty much on the run from there. So she takes it 11-7, Zhao Wenting.
Quarterfinals. Derek Fan, please check in.
Off camera, the players are speaking with their coaches, taking a drink and a little bit of a towel break before coming back to the table. New to me are some of the rules where they're not allowed to take their rackets out of the playing area during breaks and so forth, so that no tampering can be done to the rackets and the rubber. They're left on the table, which you can see on camera.
I can see that. That seems fairly standard when you're watching ITTF events and everything.
Oh yes, it just, my memory of playing tournaments years ago wasn't so formal. Now there's so many new rules. It's nice to see. It makes sense. It really does.
Well, especially playing at this caliber. You know, this is the women's singles final of the LA Open. You know, both players roughly 24 to 2,500. And you know, once it has an umpire on both sides of the table, it's serious.
Yes, and we have that for this final. Love all, 1-0.
Nice short return from Ruini.
Shovel serve. Warning on the service toss, not high enough.
Still same shovel serve, just long and fast. Hoping she can get that serve into the body of Ruini. She was able to step aside and get on top of it.
Nice wide backhand to the forehand of Jia.
Great backhand punch.
Oh, terrific rally.
One slap,
Terrific.
not good enough. Two slaps, not quite.
Terrific countering. It's not uncommon to smash the ball repeatedly, of course, but typically your opponent will try to return carefully not to miss the smashed ball, but this one was...
Great height on the serve there. Just came off the table, but not quite enough for Ruini to be able to lift the ball over the table, or over the net, sorry.
Oh, very nice service return by Jia. That was a very quick topspin serve to the backhand, which she handled without any issues. Oh, great placement. Very wide to the forehand, out of the reach of Ruini. We're tied at 4-all.
Again, another very spinny underspin serve. Getting another point. Jia Wenting backing off the table, knowing she gave Ruini a easy ball to kill. 5-5.
Jia really loads up her pushes. They're very heavy underspins, typically. Not that one, though, however.
Well, you can't read them all. Sometimes they pop up a little bit high. She does try and put a little extra oomph onto her pushes.
She sure does. Look at that. I actually don't see that very often in high-level play where they push very, very hard and low and fast and deep.
Well, it's pretty much it's a strategic thing there. So if she was to push that soft or short, let's say, it would be an easy ball to get. Like,
yes.
Let's say she was with that ball particularly, if she wanted to push it and she wanted to go short, for whatever reason, the spin on the ball or whatever, she wouldn't be able to get it short. So it's safer to play it long and spinny, you know, like a long, fast push to the backhand.
Difficult to lift.
Difficult to lift, and it's more of an aggressive push.
Yes, very. Most often you see the pushes trying to be kept low and short so that it's impossible to attack, where she is pushing heavily and fast and deep, also being difficult to lift, especially if you're pushing to your opponent's middle or backhand.
Right, because if you just give a normal push,
oh, you're not going to like the results.
Yeah, at this level, it's not.
It's a
gift.
Be a
kill.
Yeah, it's a gift. Good serve, which popped up a little bit and gave Jia the opportunity to put it away.
Under 1950, round robin, group 18, Stephen Chen,
9-9 in the second game.
Adam Goodman, please check.
Can definitely see some left-handed tricks coming from Jia Wenting. There's certain shots that are very difficult for right-handers to get.
That ball was placed right in no man's land. The hip area of the opponent.
Game point.
Being a little bit difficult to hit with either forehand or backhand.
And the extra heavy push right off of the net. Of course, there's an apology there. That was actually a fairly nice return from Ruini, even after hitting the net. Still came in rather low.
Slight mishit there.
I don't think anyone thought that ball was coming down. A little bit surprised Ruini a little bit. Came just down right on the white line, very close to it.
Just enough to throw her timing off and it hit the top of her racket. Oh, very quick counter off that serve.
Now we have Jia Wenting up 2-0 over Ruini Lee.
Very close second game though, 12-10.
Very close. Some of the rallies, it seemed, with the right-handed players, sometimes like I said, they forget that they're playing a left-hander, and so those normal pendulum serves coming cross court, they're going straight into the hands of the left-hander's forehand.
That's true.
And so just like we saw on that very last serve, is if it drifts a little bit long and is going to the forehand side, they can power through it.
Yes.
And that's what makes it dangerous, especially when you're serving to a left-hander. And if you forget, it's costly.
Cost her that second game.
Yeah, you have to basically make sure that ball is going to be either a double bounce on the table
Or a surprise.
or it's
Yeah.
low and short. Because even if it double bounces on the table, but it's a little high, a left-hander is still going to be able to get low and kind of swipe over that ball, unless it's loaded with underspin. So it's very risky when you're doing those side spin serves to a left-hander's forehand, especially one at this level.
At this level, yeah, especially. Yeah, that didn't throw Jaw off at all. She just put it away.
Yep, so Jia Wenting is halfway through with 2 games out of its 4 out of 7. Another 2 for Jia, and she will be the champion here. But we got a lot more games to go.
Very nice counter for the backhand. Kind of fading away from the table and was able to control it very, very well.
She went all in on that opening forehand. Was able to block back Ruini's loop.
Jaw to serve. The ladies play a very quick, closer to the table game compared to the men. A lot of countering and rapid play. Not as powerful, but very quick between strokes.
I think because it's normally they're getting it right off the bounce,
Yes.
which in terms of time, it's probably even faster. I always feel if I'm playing against a strong women's player and they get everything off the bounce and counter everything close to the table, I often feel that it actually feels faster.
Yes, I agree. It's the repeatability of their shots is rapid.
Nice no spin serve right down the line. Good setup for Ruini.
Less overall power, but rapid exchanges.
And some fortune for Jia.
The net is really like unrecoverable when you get a net like that. It's just basically all you can do is just watch. Good serve.
Good left-handed strategy.
Well, Ruini's going to have to suck it up here and do her best to stay in this match. Well, there's 1 point. Playing very carefully now.
I just like how, as a left-hander myself, it's always kind of fun to see that Jia Wenting, especially playing at this level, actually has a couple of my own strategies in there. Oh! What fortune!
Oh, super return. And excellent placement. The only place on the table where she probably couldn't reach it.
Yeah, Jia would have to go to the complete opposite side of the table and close to the net.
And maybe jump to get there over the table.
Yeah, great placement. Seemed to have some luck on her side on that one.
Oh, that was extremely lucky.
That's a earned point to apologize for.
Ooh, edge.
Another one of those left-handed strategies. Side spin off the side of the table. Make sure that right-hander goes all the way to the forehand side and just tap it back down the line. Depending on who you're playing, you can do it all day.
5 serving 8 in this third game.
A little bit too spinny. Trying to go down the line on that one. Jia Wenting gets herself 5 game points to take her third. The long spinny, or the long side spin serve to the backhand gets it for Jia Wenting. She takes it 3-0 in 3 straight games.
It definitely seems that Jia has the upper hand here. She's very comfortable, and she has some of the luck on her side as well.
That she does. I think in terms of nets right now, we're maybe 1-1. It normally seems to even itself out by the end of the match.
Well, let's hope so. We don't like to see games won purely on chance or luck, although that can be exciting when it's match point or something, but we don't like the whole match to go that way, that's for sure.
Right, I think Jia Wenting has, in terms of her serves, I think Jia Wenting has been a little bit more aggressive here. Seems she's really, with the left-hander basically serving down the line with side spin. If you serve it fast enough, the side spin will make it go off the table. Like if you're going down the line from the left, or where the left-hander serves, down the line to the right-hand's backhand, and you put a lot of side spin on it, the right-hander now has to counter that side spin. So basically almost stepping around. So it's a good strategy from Jia as of right now, and it's been doing pretty well for her, and it's gotten her some good points, some easy points too, because service points are always the best.
The easiest.
Yeah.
Oh, edge. Well, the first lucky shot goes to Ruini in this game. Jia Wenting showing her speed. She's very quick at changing angles and changing from backhand to forehand. It's really impressive, actually. Ruini is a little bit more slower on the spins, but she's trying to heavy them up to throw Jia off. Oh, very good. Ruini being very aggressive here now and taking the initiative.
Very much so. That is a very nice exchange between both of them.
Yeah, I'm glad to see that she's trying to be aggressive here. Being down 3-0, she might as well go for it. There's nothing to hold back now.
And we have a service fault.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
Not high enough.
Oh boy. We don't see this called at this level of sport very often, but illegal serve is an illegal serve. Sometimes they give warnings, and I think that is the second call for this one.
That is the second call. She was warned.
Yes, that's right. The first game, I think it was. It was a while back now, but yeah.
It's got to be from where the hand, basically it has to go 6 inches from the hand. You can't just lift your hand and then let the ball drop.
Oh, let's not forget, it's 15 centimeters now.
Roughly 6 inches in the U.S.
Yes. Jack's absolutely right. All the original rules were based on inches and feet. The original rule is 6 inches, and the 15 centimeter rule is just a conversion, but it's actually not completely accurate. Based on the 6 inches, it's 14.24, I believe it is, centimeters.
I can go with that.
Yeah, well, you know, I kind of like the fact that the original rules, and since table tennis was developed in England in the 19th century, everything was based on inches. And
4,500.
You think it would be based on metric, like the table being 4.5 feet,
Yeah,
4.5 by 9.
next thing you know, they'll describe that in centimeters, but if they want to convert it, no problem. But the original is all inches, 30 inches high, 9 feet long, and 5 feet wide.
Some more fortune for Jaw. Good recovery from Ruini. Those aren't that easy to recover from.
Even the original ball diameter was in inches. It was 1.5 inches. Now
Wow.
we've had
We have a timeout from Ruini.
2 ball size changes in the last few years. Original was 1.5 inches, which was described as 38 millimeters later. And then it increased to 40 millimeters. And now 40.3 millimeters in the 40 plus ball, which a lot of players still really don't like too much. How do you feel about that, Jack?
I was on board with the decision to go to a bigger ball. You know, that's the standard for international play. I mean, in terms of the ball play, it's really not that much different. I mean, some people will argue that, you know, spin takes over a little bit more, the ball feels heavier and stuff like that. But, you know, that's table tennis. Table tennis is adjusting your swing to whatever conditions the ball is in. I mean, when around that time when the ball switch came, a lot of club players hated playing with the 40 plus, and I insisted, like if they wanted to play with me, which they normally did, if they wanted to play with me, they had to play with the 40 plus ball.
Well, that's speaking as a 2100, 2200 level player. You have your choice.
Yeah. Well, but it's the you know the 1900 or the 1600 player that's saying I don't like the new ball because it doesn't play the way I want it to. Where to me, it's more of you need to adjust to it.
Yeah, you have to play the standard. I mean, there's no question. This is the new rules. You might as well get used to it because this is what tournament play is now. But many players lament the celluloid ball. Regardless of size, they just felt that the celluloid was a better material for playing. But the reason for the change was really a safety issue. As years ago, the film industry, wow, that was a quick counter.
Great ball, and then we have Jia Wenting 4-0 after a 11-5 win. She is our women's champion. And we're going to have our announcer come out with the trophy. Once again, we have Jia Wenting, the LA Open champion, and the runner-up, Ruini Lee.
That was a convincing win by Jia Wenting. She really handled this match pretty comfortably.
Yeah, you can see in the exchanges, she was definitely dominant in normal exchanges, but I think strategically in her serve, she was a little bit more innovative, or maybe not innovative. Innovative might not be the right word, but in terms of, for me as a left-hander, if I can use my left-handed serve tricks in order to get easy points, and it's working, and the right-hander doesn't adjust to it, you know, that's going to make or break the game, right? Table tennis as a whole is whether or not you can adjust to something new coming your way, because every ball is different. No ball is ever the same. So anyway, we will have our next game coming up soon. For right now, let's go ahead and enjoy the award ceremony.
Let's give Ruini Lee coming up right here for the award ceremony. She's a finalist of the women's single. 李瑞妮是我们的亚军。
250 round 2. Richard
赞助商来，1年的颁奖，恭喜恭喜！
Harad.
champion, Ruini. Lucy, congratulations, Ruini.